The other model is the creative process model, which all of you have probably seen to some degree, and it will be showing up on the screen here as we talk. Now, the basic creative process model shows 7 steps coming around, and in the book, Models, we say, remember these stages coming around from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 are iterative and recursive. You just don't say, well, I've got identity, good. Now I'm going to build my vision, good. Now I'm ready to build my energy, good. Now I can synthesize it, good. Now I can engineer and build it. No, you're going to go back and forth between 1 to 2 to 3, then back to 1, and then get around the 4 and then go back to 1. It's a step that goes back and forward and back and forward, because as you move through each step, you gain more knowledge. The other thing is that it's iterative in each step. Step 1 goes through the entire creative process. Step 2 goes through the entire creative process and onward all the way through. So it's constantly moving back and forth and doing iterations. And what you do is you build the knowledge you want around the subject of what you're working on or looking at or trying to understand. And it takes time. And the brain mind does that very, very well. We're going to today be focusing on identity. In the session that we all had before last moon, we all sat down and said, here's my stand. Here is what we have to get right. Well, that's identity. Now we want to develop that so that we can now move that over time through the entire creative process. So if you take the creative process model and concentrate on the identity part, but remember it's recursive, and look at the 1979 version of it, and you'll see the total complexity of that model, which is all the environmental factors around it. Then you are ready to now go back into your model that you are building and advance it in our time in this session. That's good. Have fun.